What's up, guys? Just want to do a quick update video. Last time I did an update video, I was talking about German, 6-month German. It's been 6 months since then, so that means I've been learning German for about a year. It's been over a year. So have I achieved much? No. I don't think I've even made it to 2,000 words yet because I've been so jacked up in my head trying to remember the ones I do know. I've been reading a lot. I've been reading a whole lot. I've read, I think, another one and a half books since the last video I did, all right? So still can't talk very well. If I think about it really hard, maybe I can say a few things, but wow, it's much more difficult to speak German, even after a year, than it was in Esperanto. I was recording weekly videos in Esperanto a week after I started learning the language, so that just speaks to how easy it is to learn Esperanto, so you should definitely give it a try. Do it. I got a new, something new to share with you though, so some of you you shouldn't be surprised, you know, with things the way I do things. All right, so Duolingo came out with a Latin course. Now I knew that they were coming out with a course. I didn't know it was going to be so soon. All right, so recently I went to my parents' house in Louisiana to help them move to Florida. They're both retired. They're moving to Florida to be near my sister and their grandkids over there. All right, so while I was there, I found an old book of mine that I used to have. It's a Latin textbook, and it's from 1965. The last time it was checked out, it's a library book from like a school. And it shows the last date it was checked out was in like 1965. So anyway, I've had Latin on my mind, just thinking it would mean I've always thought it'd be kind of cool to learn Latin, but it just always seems like this insurmountable mountain to climb. I've always heard how difficult it is grammatically, and it is quite complex. I do say that. But anyway, when I found out about the course, out of curiosity, I just decided to try the course out and see how it goes. So I've learned a few words and found it interesting that the phrase I learned in Latin when I was a kid was veni vidi vici, which means I came, I saw, I conquered. Well, apparently that's using what's called the Ecclesiastical Pronunciation, or the Italian pronunciation, which is in fact how in Rome, at the Holy See of the Catholic Church, Latin is the official language, and whenever they speak in Latin there, for whatever the things they do, they use the ecclesiastical pronunciation, which is the V is pronounced like a V in English, and the C is pronounced like a ch, sound like in church. Ch. So that's why the last word V-I-C-I is pronounced vici. Well, apparently there's been this, I can't remember the guy's name from a long time ago, but he started trying to reconstruct how Latin was pronounced back during, like how Caesar would have pronounced Latin. So they got this whole, they've got these two parties. They've got this party that speaks ecclesiastical Latin, and they've got this whole party that speaks classical Latin, classical pronunciation of Latin, which they both sound very similar. It's just that one, you can understand, each person would be able to understand the other perfectly. The only difference is the V in classical Latin, instead of being pronounced like a V, it's pronounced like a W, W. And the C, instead of being pronounced like a Ch, is pronounced like a K, like a K. So the phrase I learned, veni vidi vici, would be weni vidi wiki, which sounds really strange to me. I guess because I'm so used to hearing veni vidi vici, weni vidi wiki. Just sound, it doesn't even sound like Latin to me for some reason. I don't know why. But anyway, I thought that was interesting. I found out there's actually another way to pronounce Latin, and there's a guy I've watching on YouTube who says that most of the people speaking Latin nowadays use the classical reconstructed pronunciation of Latin, because we really don't know how Latin was pronounced way back then, because we have no recordings of it. So this is a reconstruction of how it should have sounded based on a lot of different stuff. It's pretty interesting once you start looking into it. So anyway, I'm learning Latin, and I'm continuing on with my German. I have not given up. I'm still reading. I'm doing a lot of German every single day. So it's just like baby steps right now. It's like one foot in front of the other every day until I progress. And just the only thing I'm doing outside of that was there's another language called Lingua de Planeta, or Lidepla, that I was learning. I still am. I've made 3 videos in that language, so if you haven't seen those, they're in my channel. I just made them recently. And that's a constructed language like Esperanto, all right? And it's really easy to learn, especially if you already speak Esperanto. It's like super easy to learn. And it's just fun. It's just a fun language, all right? So I'm doing it for fun. I enjoy it, so I'll continue it. and it's not taking up any more of my brain power. It seems to be very easy. It's not clogging my brain with anything else. And outside of that, Japanese, I'm only refreshing what I previously had learned as far as kanji goes. I'm not spending any time on speaking or anything like that. It's just on the side. Hey, what's going on with the camera? All right, on the side, when I'm not doing anything else, I just review kanji, just to keep them in my brain. All right. So that's my update for today. The other thing I'm trying to do is I'm trying to make Esperanto videos on a weekly basis, just to keep it alive. I need practice speaking Esperanto. All right. I feel like I got pretty good, and then I've kind of slid off when I had to take a break. When I went through some medical stuff last year, and then we had twins. And the twins are almost 2 years old now, so I'm having it's a little bit easier now to find time to do things, but still difficult. But I need more practice to speak Esperanto, because I want to get to a fluent level in Esperanto. I'd like to one day take the exam, the C1 exam, to have that certificate, because I think it'd be neat to have. I'd probably have to travel somewhere to do that. I don't know where to do that at. But anyway, thanks for watching. I don't know, I keep doing that with my eyes. And please subscribe. I do have an Instagram account where I post regularly. It's at I am Cliff. That's the name of the account. If you go to Instagram, search @ I am Cliff. And then on Facebook, language stuff. Just search for language stuff, and I have a page there. You can like it. Sometimes I post stuff there that I don't post on Instagram. Sometimes I post on Instagram stuff I don't post on Facebook. I don't know. It depends on what I remember to do. But Instagram, I'm more active on Instagram, so you should check it out. So anyway, that's it. I'll talk to you later, and I'll see you next time. Bye. Did it again.